Okay, now I want to talk about a difficult and important topic, which is being shamed because you're an empath mom, or because you're parenting, because you practice like conscious, positive, mindful parenting, and you don't shame your kids when they make mistakes. So people think it's okay to shame you for your parenting. So um, people who do that, they actually believe they're making something good. They think, I don't know why and how it got into our like um, the community, unconscious, subconscious, that of course we know that mothers need support, but somehow it got kind of um, into that point that support means pointing out whatever they believe you do wrong. That's not support, and that's totally not helpful. But they believe they're doing you a favor for sharing their tips and unsolicited advice on whatever you are doing. So, yes, mothers do need support, especially if we are empaths. But when you see a mom in the street whose toddler is tantruming, you know she does need support, and it's not pointing her out what she's doing wrong. Um, but not everybody knows that. People feel that if I tell her what I would do now, that will be a kind of helpful. So the thing is, those people were parented in that way. They grew up in different times. The psychology research was, developmental psychology research was at a very basic level, if any. They didn't know that their parenting techniques are not helping their kids when they grow up. Their parenting techniques were simply to make their life easier and to make kids fit their agenda. I mean, their meaning parents' agenda. And because they were raised that way, they passed that on. And if you think about it from like prehistoric times, it could have even made sense back then, because the parents' main task was to actually protect their kids from like predators, from saber-toothed tigers or whatever. So they actually needed their kids to listen to them without a word, just do what I say because your life depends on that. Right now, it doesn't. Right now, we don't need to protect our kids from saber-toothed tigers. Right now, what's more important and what will prepare them for future in a better way is what we do here, which is helping them discover who they are and nourish that, and helping them learn life skills, helping them grow to be leaders, helping them grow to be whoever they choose. But making that choice is also something we need to teach or nourish. Um, so, so we need to understand that those people actually believe they're doing us a favor. And because they didn't get what we are giving our kids, they might even be triggered by the way we parent. They might feel it's not doing the trick. However, it doesn't. I'm only like trying to show you how it got into their heads, that idea that it's okay to tell you what you should do, or to shame you, or to tell you that you're a bad mother because you're too emotional, or because you're empathetic and you help your child through a meltdown. instead of ignoring them or instead of telling them off for showing their emotions. Because that's what they got when they were kids. But what you can do about it? First things first, make sure you take care about your energetic and emotional boundaries. So when you are drained and frustrated, you are a much easier target. So make sure you nourish yourself first before like going out or interacting with other people. Make sure your cup is full, because your kids' energy is going to drain you because of, like, all the emotions they are going through, because of all the activities they want to pull you into. That's draining physically and emotionally, and it's really hard to manage that relationship between you and your child, not mentioning any onlookers who might scoff at what you're doing. So take care of your own cup and make sure you are well prepared whenever something happens. When you are at your best, those remarks won't have any effect on you. So the second thing you can do, if you are tired and drained and your cup isn't full, the simplest thing you can do is walk away. Just pick up your kid and walk away and do your thing and ignore them. Simply ignore that person. That's what they are actually telling you to do with your kid, right? If your child is melting down, ignore them. So if those people are giving you unsolicited advice, just do the very same thing. Pick up your kid and go away. It's totally okay to not be polite if someone is not polite towards you. It's totally okay to not be like apologetic and telling and explaining yourself. Don't explain yourself. They won't get it, especially if they're from like the older generation. They won't get it because they are at the stage of life that new ideas are difficult to grasp. I'm not telling everyone, because there are many grandmas who totally turned around the way they think about parenting when they became grandmas or granddads, but they are really the exceptions. Most of the people you will meet outside won't be able to grasp the idea of having new ideas. So don't expect that from them. If you want to interact with them because your cup is full, it's what you're doing is the right thing, you can simply say, "Thank you for your advice. I will do what I decide is best." You can print those words out, put on your fridge, and memorize them. "Thank you for your advice. I will do what I believe is best." The decision is yours. How you parent your kid, how you go about your own emotional abundance, the decision is yours. And only your heart, your intuition can tell you how to parent your kids.